Hello. Today on St. Patrick's Day I'm going to show you a purchase I made yesterday, March 16th, 2012. I've answered a ad on Kijiji for 11/78 Elvis Presley records, and they were pricey, but the price was knocked down from $350 down to $150 for what the ad said was 11 mint 78s of Elvis Presley. Turns out they weren't mint, or maybe some of them were, but we'll go through that in a minute. I bought other things because the nice lady was also selling other things because she was moving at the end of the month. So I made a few purchases that I'm not sure if I did well or not, but we'll build up from the worst to the best purchases, and you can judge for yourself. First, I got this turntable at Technics SL 1400. Not that I needed it, but I don't know, the cover was kind of clean, and I checked the needle, and it's an authentic Shure cartridge, and M95ED, and it plays well. Thing is that I tested it and it doesn't keep that speed. I don't know where to shoot contact cleaner. Can somebody help me? Do I have to remove these and try to shoot it through the hole, or do I unscrew the bottom of the turntable and find the contacts, the electronic parts? Or but I tried it earlier. Now it's unplugged. I can't show you, but it doesn't keep the speed. I turn it a little bit, it goes crazy really fast. I turn it slightly, really slow. I barely touch it and it goes berserk. So I have a hard time. I know it's dust. I know it's because it hasn't been used in a while. So yeah, I got this. A few small records actually. She had a small stack. You know, I was only interested in these. Can Buy Me Love by the Beatles, and you can do that. There's a sticker there. It's not in great shape, but there's no horribly deep scratches on it. It's just that the edge here is a little bit melted, but it doesn't affect play, and there's somehow a lot of distortion on it. But I didn't have Can Buy Me Love on 45, so that's good. A little 33 and 1/3 RPM record, a 7-inch Fraggle Rock record with 4 songs. I like the condition of the sleeve. And this is pretty cool. This is the soundtrack of a promotional film done by Canadian National. And one side is Gordon Lightfoot, 3 songs, including Moving. And this side, ce côté-là ici, c'est Jean-Pierre Ferland. Et une des 2 chansons de Jean-Pierre Ferland, il y a Avant de Massager. Puis l'autre chanson, c'est Allons-y, une chanson qui est même pas listée sur sa discographie sur internet. Il n'y a rien sur cette chanson-là, à part un site qui mentionne ce disque-là, puis qui n'a même pas de photo de la pochette. Et que j'étais pas mal content de trouver une chanson de Jean-Pierre Ferland qui existe nulle part ailleurs, et que j'étais pas mal content d'avoir trouvé ça. So that's pretty cool. Just for those who don't speak French, I just said that there was a rare Jean-Pierre Ferland song on this. The LP's got this interesting double album that was made in 1978. G. Day Sumner and the Stamps present Memories of Our Friend Elvis. And I didn't know who they were, and I listened to a little bit of it. Turns out these guys played with Elvis during the last 6 years of his career. And they talk there's an extensive talk about Elvis, like JD talks about Elvis 13 minutes here, another minute, and so I took it, and it's pretty interesting so far from what I've listened to. And it looked pretty bad, the condition, but it turns out it's mostly fingerprints and stuff like that. It's just dirty because it plays pretty well. Obviously it's been played on this turntable, so so that's why it's good. Class of 55, it's a US pressing. Memphis Rock and Roll Homecoming, and you have Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, Roy Orbison, and Johnny Cash, and this is from 1986, I think. Yeah, 1986, so that's pretty interesting. This is a compilation. Let's clean up the ghetto from 1977. and has I like the list of artists there, so I decided to take it. Lou Rawls, the OJs, Teddy Pendergrass, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, Billy Paul. You can't go wrong. So I've checked it out, and it's good music. There is only one Roy Orbison, and there was a hairline scratch across 3 songs. It turns out you barely hear them. There's a little bit of groove wear across the whole record, but not much. I'm really glad I got this record. And there's his own version of Claudette, a song he wrote in the 50s for the Everly Brothers. So that's a very interesting record. This is something I tried for fun, and turns out it's not my kind of music. I was just very curious. It's Canadian. Humphrey and the Dump Trucks, Hot Spit. And I should have taken like 30 seconds more to read what instruments they played. Banjo, kazoo, mandolin, concertina, a jug, jaw harp, and I would have known that it's not for me. It's more or less country bluegrass, that kind of thing. But anyway, you can win them all. A crappy compilation of Bo Diddley hits, because it's in fake stereo. I should have known better. Anyway, then you have some Elvis records. This is an 80s reissue of an album I already have in original format, but it was so clean and minty, I had to take it. This is a 70s pressing of the stereo version of Elvis's Gold Records Volume 4. This is a 1985 50th anniversary reissue of Elvis's Golden Records in mono. And same here, 50th anniversary 1985 pressing of Elvis. And this I wasn't sure if I had it or not. And it's a Worldwide 50 Gold Award Hits Volume 1, 4 records, 70s press. Well, it is a 70s box set, and I put it sideways because the 4 records were in paper sleeves that were too long for the box set, and it got out of shape over the years. I'm trying to squash it back into shape. That's why I always keep it standing up like this. So eventually I'm hoping it will get its shape back. See, I couldn't remember if I had it or not, because I already have Volume 2 right here, and it turns out I have Volume 2 twice. But I couldn't remember if I had Volume 1. Turns out I don't, so that's good. I'm glad I picked it up. So those are the LPs and 45s. Then there were 4 books. Well, there was a bunch of books, and I found 4 books about Elvis. So we have Elvis, Rock and Roll Legend. All of these are hardcover books. In one of these books there was this paper clipping about Elvis from the Gazette Montreal, Saturday, July 3rd, 2004. And there's the day rock was born, maybe. It's an article about what was the first rock and roll song. Some people say it's That's All Right Mama, other people say it's Rocket 88 by Bill Haley. It's an interesting article. I decided to keep it. Second book, Images of Elvis. I should maybe open the book and show a few. All of these books have a lot of photos, and my mom loves Elvis. She doesn't read English, but she enjoyed the photos yesterday. I'm going to read the book. There's really good photos in there. Then we have Elvis Commemorative Edition, and there's a bookmark in the shape of a guitar. Again, another book with lots of articles and photos and that kind of stuff. And this might be the most fun to read, the Elvis Encyclopedia, and that's the one by David E. Stanley. Because I checked on the internet, there's 2 different Elvis encyclopedias, so that's pretty good. And now the 78s, and of course the lady advertised 11 Elvis 78s, and on a separate ad a Carl Perkins 78 of Blue Sweat Shoes. So I was very curious to find out if she had more, and that yes, she had. She didn't have tons of 78s, but it turns out I took them all except for one. I took one out, I think. Yeah, I think there's only one I didn't take. It was a country 78. So let's go through the non-Elvis ones first. This one has extensive groove wear. It's all white. I haven't played any of these yet, but I'm expecting this to still be listenable. But it's a G plus. No, it's not even a VG. I don't think it is. It's a Chuck Willis. Hang up my rock and roll shoes, and this side is what am I living for. Whoops. Okay, I'll put them on the book so they don't break. Now we have 4 on quality records. They're all mint, like they look like they've never been played. Ivory Joe Hunter, Since I Met You Baby, and this is You Can't Stop This Rockin' and Rolling. I don't know if I should take them out and show you how shiny they are. Sometimes they have a little bit of dust, but no scratches. Most of them, if they're, I'll call out the condition one by one. This is the Clovers, Love Love Love. In the States it was on Atlantic. This one too, it was on Atlantic. And this side is Your Tender Lips. The good side is Love Love Love. I've checked them out on YouTube. It's faster like that. Yeah, mint. Looks like it's never been played. I don't see anywhere, barely anywhere at all around the... No, this one I think that was never played at all. No spindle marks at all. This one I was really happy to find. And then disappointed to see how cheap it goes for on eBay. Then I remembered why I don't buy 78s on eBay. The shipping kills the deal. The record is like right now somebody's selling this for $6 on eBay, but there's $10 of shipping, so that's why I never buy 78s on. Anyway, this is Transfusion by Nervous Norvus, and this side is Dig, and I don't see any groove spindle marks at all. And you see, sometimes you get a little bit of dirt like this and like this. That's from the sleeve, and it comes off. Just a little bit of a Scott towel and some water. You don't even need any soap, and it comes off. And this one, that's the one that was advertised for $35 last week, and then yesterday it was advertised down to 20, but I got it inside the deal here. Blue Sweat Shoes by Carl Perkins, and this side is Honey Don't, a song that Ringo sang with the Beatles. And this side has spindle marks. This side has maybe just one, so maybe the Honey Don't side was played only once. But it looks pretty good. There's a few fingerprints. I don't see any groove wear. I don't think there'll be any groove wear at all when I play this. Now we have 2 on Apex. I wanted to end with that one, damn it. No, I'm keeping that one at the end. Now here we have, the sleeve is in bad shape, but the record is mint, near mint. It's a Sin by, oh, that's a B-side I think. It's a Sin by Bill Haley and his Comets. And this side is Marry You. There's a tiny scratch here, but it doesn't even dig into the groove at all. A little bit of dirt I have to clean up here. The rest is like really crispy clean. So that's pretty cool. Put it back later in the sleeve. Here I have, the sleeve doesn't match the record. There's a little bit of dirt, but nothing serious. Same on this side, it's just a little bit of dirt. Very easy to otherwise it looks like it's barely ever been played at all. I think it's been played once. Cannonball by Dwayne Eddy and his twangy guitar and the Rebels. And this side is Mason Dixon Lion. Really clean. And it should play really loud. So then we have, this is pretty cool. I had to look it up. There were 3 versions of Stranded in the Jungle. And the one I got last year was by the Gaylords, I think. I hope I got it right. Anyway, it's on Mercury. There's a version by the Cadets, and this is by the Jayhawks. Apparently this is the original first version, but it's not the one that caught on. But it's the original. Usually in the States it was on Flash Records. Number FL109. This is mint, like it. I don't know if it's ever been played. It's so clean, so shiny. And the other side is My Only Darling. Oh no, there's no spindle mark. I don't think it's ever been played. It's amazing. And then the next one is probably the most valuable record. This should have been shown after all the Elvises, but anyway, I want to end with Elvis. This is mint. Like, okay, there's one tiny spindle mark here, and that side has no spindle mark. That doesn't make sense. Why would he play that side? Anyway, we have Link Ray and his Rayman Rumble, and in the States it was on Cadence Records. This is brand new. There's a little bit of dirt coming from the sleeve or something, but it looks like shiny, brand new, pristine. And this side is the swag. Really beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Like, you can't get any newer than this. It's impossible. This is mint. This is incredible. And that one, I think, is probably worth the most so far.